Namaste. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Red Feather Free, the dragon. I'd like to wish myself a happy birthday. Thank my mother for bringing me into this world. Thank the Almighty Father for giving me the opportunity to come here and bring His message, which is the good news that's been brought by all the great sages, from the likes of Pythagoras to Socrates to Jesus to Lao Tzu. It's epitomized in Zen Buddhism or in Gnostic Christianity. This truth is that there is an eternal flame burning inside each and every one of us. It's the Spirit, and that Spirit is God. As it says, the Temple of Delphi, know thyself. As Socrates so well understood when he cracked that riddle, when the oracle told him that he was the wisest man, he says, how can I be the wisest man? I know nothing. And he went around and he asked all the so-called supposed learned men what they knew, and he examined them and he figured out that, well, they all thought they knew things, but they didn't know other things, so therefore they really knew nothing. And they were ignorant of their ignorance, because, see, they thought they had knowledge, therefore they were not pursuing any more knowledge. Socrates recognized that there were things that he could not know, therefore he continually pursued knowledge to try and fill in the thing that he could not know. You see, it's a negative sense. He understood very, very well the revolution that was brought to logic by Kurt Gödel with the liar's paradox. Take this sentence, for example. This sentence is a lie. In modern logic, it has a truth value that says it's true because it's a consistent sentence, yet it's telling you it's a lie. So, which is it? It's a paradox. It really throws a wrench into things, and it says that there's actually no way of knowing everything in the universe, more or less. And Socrates understood this very well. That was the truth of it. There's always going to be some mystery, and that's what gave him wisdom, is to accept that this is an illusion. He gives us the allegory of the cave, and this is very much an allegory of how, an example to the learned men at the time of how biology worked and how the mind worked. See, we see nothing but images on a cave. We're chained and bolted to the ground, and we can only look right in front of us, and we see these images being projected on a cave wall like puppets, and we think it's reality. Well, that's just how our reality works. Light comes in our retina, and it gets a signal to our optic nerve in the back, and then it goes to our pineal gland and our pituitary body, and they interpret reality, or what we think is reality. But they're just seeing shadows on a wall. The reality is inside. The reality is the deep, the abyss, heaven, the thing that we all come from. You know, when we have dreams, inside the thought, that is the reality. This is what all the true prophets of the Father have been trying to say. And that if you know thyself, as Shakespeare said, to thine own self be true. And if you understand this, you'll never lie to any man. Buddha said we are all one. Jesus taught us that we're all children of the Father. There's no more a distinction between Jew and Gentile. We are all human beings, equal, because we all possess a spirit that is given by God, that is a part of God, that is God. And it expresses itself as the Logos, our consciousness. I pray that all humanity begins to absorb the wonderful rays of light pouring down upon us right now from the great star, from the ark bearing the waters in heaven, the star Arcturus that comes with the great water bearer Aquarius, in this great golden age that was foretold so many thousands of years ago by John in his book of Revelation, the great Chaldean astronomer. He was trained in the tradition of Abraham, who came from the city of Ur in Mesopotamia, who knew the ancient knowledge that was given to man by Thoth, the Atlantean, that comes from the ancients, from the Anunnaki in the Sumerian times. The Anunnaki were the earth spirits. They gave us the knowledge of the heavens and the earth. Now I just want to tell one story before I go. It's one of the oldest stories that we have written in Babylonian or Sumerian mythology of the god Marduk slaying Tiamat. And he uses the Vajram, or the lightning bolt, to do this. And he splits her body in twain, and half goes to the heavens and half encircles the earth. And now we have her, the Milky Way galaxy above, and Tiamat, the Leviathan, encircling the globe like an Ouroboros below. Now how this happened when this creation occurred was with the taking of the mushroom, the Amanita muscaria. That's the lightning bolt. Okay, and Marduk was the first shaman. He's the archetypal man. Tiamat, the dragon with the wings, that was chaos before order. She represents this collective subconscious, the psyche, the abyss that we cannot see. You know, she is heaven above and below. But when tamed, when conquered by Marduk, order was attained, and life can flourish. So that's what I encourage you all to do. You know, there are many different paths to enlightenment, but the most potent is through the Amanita, is through the lightning bolt, through the thunderstone. You shall open the gate to your soul and get in contact with self. I pray you do this, because if you do not die before you die, then you may perchance have to face all the evil things that you've done in this world to yourself, and you will judge yourself and burn yourself with sulfur. I pray that no one ever has to experience this, because we are all one. Treat everything, all life, as one. It's precious. Love it. It loves you. It's sustaining you. We are not disconnected from nature. We are nature. God bless. This message comes from the Father. Amen.